Ale Nonyema is not careful, they will do to him exactly what they did to Ibeto Cement. There is an orchestrated plan to make airpeace go into extinction in order to pave way for other airlines in Nigeria that is not airpeace. The plan is to make airpeace to stop existing or bring down airpeace popularity. You heard this from me. Bookmark this. Welcome, my beautiful people, and thank you for joining me this moment. Let us quickly rush down to the business of the day. Ale Nonyema is in the news once again. Ale Nonyema, the CEO of Airpeace, has been accused of fraud and money laundering by the U.S. Department of Justice. Why? How can an Igbo man be this successful to the extent of competing with international airlines? How did he get the liver? Who gave him the morale to compete with heavyweights? The average Igbo man in Nigeria is not only fighting internal fights. There is another external battle going on somewhere. And I am happy Ale Nonyema stated all the battles, narrated all the challenges he's facing in Nigeria, both external and internal. Now they have accused him of money laundering and fraud. And guess their next move? Their next move is that they paid influencers in Nigeria, they paid influencers on X to do what? To broadcast. The accused, is alleged that this is what happened. It has not been proven by any competent courts. But influencers are carrying the news that Ale Nonyema is a fraud. He's an Igbo man. That what he does is to he used money laundering to buy the aeroplane, the airpeace line that he bought. That is not genuine money. It's fraudulent money. So they are carrying the news and making it to do what? To be gaining momentum. They just want this news to bring airpeace down, to know if it can help to suppress airpeace so that airpeace will stop existing. You know, they have been trying this for a very long time. They just want to succeed. Why, Igbo man? The question you should be asking yourself. Why every day Ibeto Cement, Ale Nonyema? How many times have you heard that Otedola was accused of something? When they said Atiku Abubakar was accused, did this same US come to pick or arrest Atiku Abubakar? You see those white people, those Oyibo, they are part of the problems the Igbos are facing in Nigeria. They never meant well for Igbo. Because I read a comment where somebody was saying, okay, now that the US have indicted him, will we still say that the US or Americans, they hate the Igbos? Yes, that is your answer. They don't just hate the Igbo. I want you to use a better word. They despise the Igbos, that they don't want the Igbos to succeed. Because once the Igbos succeed, the plans they have for Nigeria, the way they are milking Nigeria dry, they will not continue in that trajectory. Because an average Igbo man that have too much sense will not allow a white man to come and take over his father's land. The West does not want the progression of Igbo. They know that the success of Nigeria is in the hands of Igbo man. They know that. They know what you can do. They know what you are capable of. And that is why they help the Afonjas and the Alamajiris to fight you, both international and local fights. Are you not seeing the fights? They took Ibeto away. Fighting Ale Nonyema. They are fighting Innocent Motors, in case you don't know. That is why they cannot patronize Innocent Motors. They are now comparing Innocent Motors with Nord Motors, because they want to take Innocent away, to flaunt Nord and start their patronage. The West does not want anything good to happen to Igbo man. That is why they want to bring the aeroplane of Ale Nonyema down. How can you go international? How can Igbo man fly international? Where did he get the knowledge? Where did he get the passion? How did he manage to get this zeal? Where did he inculcate all these ideas that he wants to start competing with us? How? So these Afonjas and these Alamajiris, they will come together. Mr. Winter Bottle, Mr. Coffee and Mr. Tea. This is Igbo man, oh. Their eye no good, oh. If you leave him, he will take over. He is now flying London. You want him to continue? We are fighting him. We are fighting him. I beg your pardon. We are fighting Ale Nonyema internally. Fight him international. I want that his plane to land inside bush. You did not hear Ale Nonyema saying that they cleared them inside the bush. If they see way, they will not allow that plane to reach down. They are praying very well for Ale Nonyema not to succeed. Are you not seeing what they are doing to innocent mothers? The comparison? Are you not seeing what they are doing with what they have done with Ibeto cement? This is all they want to achieve. And it's only the West. Because, you know, when you see a white person, an average black man see himself inferior whenever he see a white Mr. Tottenham. Once you see Mr. Tottenham because he's a fair man, and don't ask sobre, they now start their meeting. They see themselves very inferior. Why the white man is superior? Maybe they have talent more than them. Because that is how a black man see himself. We have to bring Ale Nonyema down. If you don't bring this man down, he will take over your international airlines. So those guys, after everything we did to them in the civil war, rendered them useless, gave them kwashok and took away money in their banks. We were thinking that that will be the end of them. How these people managed to resuscitate is what we still cannot fathom up to today. Don't allow him to succeed, though. Ground that his aeroplane. Don't allow him fly in London. He has started flying. He met all the requirements. Now go and start cooking something. Go and cook something. Accuse him of fraud and money laundering. Once you finish accusing him, try to jail him. Even the people they are paying on X, this is all they are saying today as we speak now. That Ale Nonyema is going to be jailed for 35 years. The fact that we allowed you people to succeed with Ike Ekweremadu, because Ike Ekweremadu is a politician. And any politician in Nigeria, in our eyes, is a potential criminal. Not a potential, he's a criminal. So that is why we allow you people to go with Ike Ekweremadu. But this Ale Nonyema is a businessman. So Ale Nonyema in your eyes is a thief, while Otedola is sent. While Tinubu, a known criminal, is also a saint. So that is what they want us to swallow hook, line, and sinker, and we say no to this. This is Ale Nonyema complaining that Nigeria is giving him pains and a whole lot of stress.
The truth is, if I dwell so much on the, I would like to look forward, because if you start discussing all the challenges that faced us towards achieving this London route, honestly, you feel like crying, you feel like weeping. First of all, you suffer what I call both internal and external conspiracies. It took us 7 years. We got the designation, I think, about 6.5 years ago, to go into London. Since then, it has been cat and mouse game. We actually procured our 3 777s because of this route, not for any other route, because we wanted to give it the blow that it deserved as at that time. However, we were not allowed to go. It's not just, whether you like it or not, there's what we call international aeropolitics, which is very dirty. We applied to get, for the TCO. TCO means Third Country Operators Permit. You must get that, excuse me. You must get that one before you start going into any European country, UK inclusive. And the TCO organization from Europe wrote our Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Do you know Airpeace? Do you know about their designation? And we were denied. My own country denied us. So they threw it back. Went back to the NCA. They said, oh, we didn't tell you. You didn't tell them. Who designated us? The Minister of Aviation, the Federal Minister of Aviation, whose duty it was, and still is, to do that. Well, we said, okay, we are ready. They refused. They said, until they allow us to apply. So, you got designation from the federal government, and the NCA, under the same federal government, was telling you that you should not make any application towards going into the UK. Meanwhile, you gave us the nod to go to China, go to India. China is 14 hours, about 13 hours going to Guangzhou and 14 hours coming back. India is about 12 now because of the closure of the Sudanese airspace. About 12 going, about 13 coming back. Yet, you didn't find this airline worthy to go into the UK. 6 hours, piece of cake. For an airline that is doing over 160 hours of flying daily in this country, no other airline in the entire West and Central Africa does that much. 160 hours of flying, unblemished, no issues. What is 6 hours? Yet they stopped us. So the game is both from within and without. We were stopped. I would never stop saying it. So we continue this cat and mouse game with the NCA until Captain Musa Nuhu, during his time, said enough is not enough. APs must be allowed to go in. What is the issue? Remember, they told us to, okay, when the heat became so much, when I gave them a lot of heat, they said, okay, you need to prove to us that you'll be able to pass the TCO. For goodness sake, if I don't pass the TCO, it doesn't mean anything, then I leave. But allow me to go. They said, no, we must prove to them that we're able to pass the TCO. I said, okay, you come and audit us based on the TCO standards. They said, no, you have to get IATA, some consultancy firms from IATA to do that. IATA must conduct that and give their results. We paid, I'm sure it cost over 200 million. We brought IATA. IATA conducted a TCO audit on airpiece dump. Remember, we are IOSA certified, so I don't know why the need for that. We passed. It took several months before IATA even came. We passed. Then they wrote to NCAA that you should allow them to proceed to go and do the audit with the TCO Europe. But they didn't respond. Several months passed, going up to a year. We went back to them and told them that, look, it is better you come out and say why the reason for all this, or I'll go to the press and say it, and I withdraw. But mind you, this country is being fleeced by all the airlines going to London from this place. People were paying 5 times more than they should have been paying. All sorts of reasons you are being given to this. And you're saying you don't have capacity. You have 3 777s, worth several hundreds of millions of dollars lying out there, fully purchased by this airline. That was when they said, okay. We are now going to audit you ourselves. Not minding the result of the IATA people they recommended. At first, I didn't want to acquiesce to that. My chief operating officer, Mrs. Toyin Olajide, said, Oga, please, let's follow them. So I agreed. They came and audited. No, nothing, of course. I found nothing.
Anything he put his hand on, deny. Even if he meets all the requirements, deny. Frustration. Frustrating Igbo man, their ultimate priority. They have to grant anything that is Igbo. They want airpeace to shift so that they can bring their own fleet. Which aeroplane do you people have? If airpeace is out of your airspace, which other one do you have? The popularity of this airpeace is really giving you people turning stomach. It's giving you so much sleepless nights that you just want to hear bad news about him. This is the highest form of witchcraft. Once they sleep, they want to be hearing bad news. There is no type of propaganda they are not doing with innocent. Nod is finer than innocent. Nod driving nurse, midwife. Nod motors is more better. See the camera, see the this. And innocent motor say, go to market, they sell himself. Have your man a room way. You people want me to use Samsung S25. He said he doesn't want. that what he's using is Akatel. What he's using is old modern Sajem. He's Igbo man. Even if the car doesn't look sharp, he go sell in market. It's talent. You don't have it. Good market nero way, afioma nero way. That is what they are doing with innocent. They now started with different. His car is not fine. It doesn't look good. It looks so artificial. See Nod now. See the brightness of the car. So sharp. But innocent motor, they sell more than a Nod. Innocent motors, they move markets. If you once you hear Eno or Geno, you go one buyer. This one you don't like it. How can you people be patronizing innocent motors? Why this envy? Why this jealousy? The same thing is Alain. Hey, look at see his plane now. See a very big plane. Every day this man is buying plane. Every day this man is buying. These people, is it that all the things we are doing to these people? Why are these people still existing? We will continue existing. We have to continue existing. Because what's gonna be, must be. No matter your level of witchcraft. And I also see some of you Igbo men joining our Fonja to castigate Alain Onyema. Oh, Alain did fraud. Made them jail him. I know it's poverty that is doing you. I don't blame you. It's poor man mentality. Poor man know they use I see rich man. I will come for that very soon. I don't blame some of you Igbo men joining all these alamajiris. You want to let them grant Alain Onyema. Let them stop. If they stop and your papa get plane. If they stop him, your papa get tired of aeroplane. Are you the one that will fly the aircraft? I don't blame them. I don't blame some of these Igbo men. How Fulani to remake their mother during the war? You don't know that those Fulani people that entered the east that molested their mothers. This is the result. They fight their own people. They join Afonja to fight their people. Or Fulani to Warime. Now you see the face of Fulani. Fulani have sense. That is what they do. And when you come out, you will start telling us that, hey, why are they doing us like this? Why wouldn't they do you like that when you join force with your enemy to fight your own brother? That is innocent. Very innocent. Their own is not, their own is sent, while your own, let them go and jail them. How many of their own people they don't put for prison before? But they want US to help to put your own brother inside here. Because he's a successful businessman. If he was a politician, I don't think I would put him out. If Alain Onyema, innocent motors, if they are politicians, I can't talk about them because I see a Igbo man that is a politician, aside from the few ones that I admire. Once you are Igbo man, a politician, I see you as a Fulani Janjaweed from the north. I don't place value on you. Where I place Alamajiri is where I place you. But Alain Onyema is a businessman. We must protect him until he prove otherwise. But you see, Alain Onyema, una no go succeed with una propaganda. That plane has come to stay. And no power, physical or spiritual power, can ever do anything. It happened with Ibeto, not now. See that time of that thing where una play with Ibeto, it can never happen now. Not while God watch. It's over for you. Afonja. Alamajiri, it's over for all of you. It's over. All of you are a goner. Thank you for watching.
Yes, good morning everyone. Welcome to this podcast. This is how the Nigerian government tends to pay back Alain Onyema for what he has done. The man has done a very wonderful job to Nigeria. We've seen how the presidency are going about issuing a threat to him so that Alain Onyema can forfeit his own airline. Why should Nigerian government act this way? What has it done to warrant all these things happening to him? He has done nothing. Alain Onyema has done nothing for all this thing the government is planning to do with him. He has done nothing. So for the government to just come out and say Alain and accuse Alain Onyema of fraud, it is called winch hunting. It is winch hunting. Why would you winch hunt someone who at that time tried to help the government by evacuating. You've seen how he has evacuated thousands of people from diaspora. He brought them back to Nigeria. But still, the government wants to do everything possible to bring Alain Onyema down because he's an Igbo man. Everything about the Igbo man is always quick and then hasty. The government of the day should at least understand what it means. That a man has just been alleged of fraud. He's only been accused of fraud. The court has not found him guilty. So by so doing, why are you in a haste to extradite him to Nigeria? Sorry, back to the United States. And let's not forget that the likes of Baja was being accused of fraud. The governor of Ogun State, Dapabedu, was also being accused of fraud. So why should Alain Onyema own be a case study in this? I think it is too bad. The man has come out to say that the Nigerian government are planning to bring him down. And that is the truth. Because he's an Igbo man. Because he owns an airline. Because he owns an airplane. That is the reason why the government are planning to bring him down. They are very quick to make decisions when it comes to an Igbo man. They are very quick. Because knowing fully well that the Igbo man has been heavily marginalized in the present day Nigeria. So they are very quick to make decisions when it comes to an Igbo man. But when it comes to the Fulani or the Yoruba man, reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. So by so doing this, the government need to understand what it takes. That there are laws and there are procedures that goes by it. For someone to be involved in such a crime, you must do a due diligence. You cannot just come out and say this person is guilty of this crime, this person is guilty of what crime? What has Alain Onyema done? He's only an accused person in the United States of America. So if he's accused, does not mean he's guilty of the crime. So these are two different things. So I think the federal government on their own are playing politics with the likes of Alain Onyema in the current day Nigeria. Because he's an Igbo man and are trying everything possible to bring him down. Because he owns an airline, in that regard, you want to bring him down. So I think the government themselves are not being sincere. They are not being sincere, yes. There's an hanky-panky somewhere playing with it. So what I want to say is that the government of the day needs to be serious. That the Igbo man should not always be used as scapegoat in the present day Nigeria. Thank you for watching this podcast.